Welcome into this emergency hockey report presented by Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Tony. Anton Frondell is officially coming over to the Chicago Blackhawks. We're going to get into a little background, a little context of who Anton Frondell is, why you should care if you haven't been following along with his whole saga, and just how excited I am to see this guy in a Blackhawks sweater. So Anton Frondell, he was drafted third overall in the 2025 NHL Draft by the Chicago Blackhawks. He's been this top prospect we've been talking about for this whole year. We're excited, even going into the draft. We're like, oh, we want this guy. We want Anton Frondell. Now we have him. So he has been playing for a Swedish hockey team in their Swedish Hockey League professional, essentially on loan from the Chicago Blackhawks. They more or less had an agreement where, hey, you develop him, you let him play, get some reps, and then when that season is done, then he's going to come over to the Chicago Blackhawks. So that's what's happened. His SHL team unfortunately lost in the playoffs. I feel bad because I have appreciated all these Swedish hockey fans that have been checking in on my videos, commenting, and saying how awesome he is and wishing him luck when he does eventually come to the Blackhawks. So sorry to you guys. Sorry you lost your playoff matchup. It was a best of three, split the first two, and unfortunately lost the third game, 9 a.m. our time on Saturday. So my condolences on your loss in the playoffs. However, we do get the benefit of getting Anton Frondell for the rest of the season. We will take good care of him, of course. Another thing about Anton Frondell, he was in the World Juniors, IIHF World Juniors tournament this past January. It was held in Minnesota, playing for the Swedish national team, the under-20 Swedish national team, and he was unbelievable. They won gold. He was playing with Stenberg, who is another big prospect coming out in this coming draft, a guy we're hoping to get if the lottery balls fall correct, pair them up. But Anton Frondell ripped it up in the Swedish Hockey League. He scored an overtime winning goal in their first playoff game. So he got a little playoff experience, which is nice, especially on our young Blackhawks team, which has little to no playoff experience of any kind. So it'll be great to have him for these last few games of the NHL season, get his feet under him, find out what the NHL is all about, figure out what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are, stuff he has to work on in the offseason, stuff the coaching staff can identify and help him be better at going into next year when hopefully we're competing for a wild card. We'll do a whole deep dive on him once he actually is over in the United States. He has already cleared his visa process. He figured that all out when he signed his entry-level contract. Again, a little different than the Sasha Boisvert thing, who was playing for Boston College, essentially not really on loan from the Blackhawks. So he hadn't signed his entry-level contract yet because he was still in college, as opposed to Anton Frondell, who signed his contract, then went to play for the Swedish Hockey League. So he had already applied for his work visa. So he will be able to start practicing, start playing as soon as he comes over in a few days. I can't wait. I am so excited. And if you're excited for Anton Frondell, hit that like and hype button. Let us know. Also in the comments, please share and subscribe. We're 20 away from 200. I know we've had a few people subscribing the past couple of weeks. So thank you so much for doing that. We always appreciate it. And as always, Blackhawks fans, thank you for joining, and go Hawks.